Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lander, and this is Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition Paragon Vanguard build with mods. On the last episode, we have managed to land on the planet, destroy a couple of the blue suns, in which one of the runes was kind of weird because some of the abilities just did not want it to turn on. But we managed to get that, destroy them, retrieve the artifact, get back, and be a little bit happier. So, my current build, level 15 Vanguard with 280 health, 274 barriers, and the current stats of my abilities are as follows. Incendiary Ammunition rank 2, Charge and Pull in rank 2 as well, Shockwave and Reaver rank 3, Champion in rank 4, and I do not touch the Cryogenic Ammunition because I do not really think it is an ability that worth even bothering with. So yeah, let's see what other system we can clean up. We are currently on our way to complete the Jacob's personal mission. But before I'm gonna do that, I want to also explore the other systems. So, Enoch is currently clean. Before we're gonna jump into another planet, which might happen just in a moment, just to mention that this episode, like every single other, is being recorded live as I stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/UncleLander. Come in and say hi. I'm playing a variety of video games, video game marathons, charity events, and having a pretty nice and quiet time with the community as well.
Launching probe.
Here we go. Those two planets are clean. That means the Phi Cleo is also clean, which also means now we're going direct for Alpha Draconis. And we're gonna just clean up the two planets and we're gonna help Jacob. Oh boy. I want to help Jacob so much. Gee whiz. I mean, we have to do it. If I want to get the best ending of the game, we have to help Jacob. If it was up to me, I would simply leave him to die.
Anomaly.
Detecting an anomaly, you say, huh?
General distress. MSV Hugo.
Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Yeah, let's simply land on it. Named after the SR scientist, this remote planet appears to have been one of the list of the forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports two planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Our own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet's within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and a thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere consistent with carbon-based plant life. It is possible that this is an yet unexplored garden world. Yeah, we need to pick Jacob. Yay. Okay, I'm also gonna pick Miranda because Miranda is that's the one problem that I have with this game. That only Miranda has squad-based additional abilities. Nobody else has them. Only Miranda has them, and they are so useful. Power to the weapons and additional power to the powers themselves. So yeah, it kind of bothers me, if I could say so. Okay, Jacob. Guess I'm gonna do this, and this. And pull a rank 3, that's good enough, I guess. Alright, let's see if we move on with it. Jacob, what kind of weapons you can use? I'm gonna give you the excavator because it's it is a better weapon, and I'm gonna give you Carnifex because it is a better weapon. Again, better shotgun and better pistol.
Run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Useful information still inside, huh?
Mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
I think I have just heard a bullet impact.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Back? There's something on the back that I have missed. Unless you meant that you are back. Yeah, I think it was just mentioned to you yourself. Okay. I thought you were saying that there was something in the back. So if there is, I would definitely grab it, because I do not want to miss any weapon parts, any add-ons that are being spread around. Partial officer log.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
It's quite a lot of time.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause
Great,
in beacon
thanks,
protocol.
thank you.
8 years,
I'll encourage people to name their
237
non-ugly
days,
children
7
after you.
hours.
Seriously.
Pause is recorded as...
Run!
Record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Run with the $50 donation to support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, as I'm also recording this trilogy playthrough, because I don't know when it's gonna be basically played, when I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'm also doing a charity event for St. Jude Children's Hospital, a organization that their main goal is research of medicine that can help terminally ill children, ease their pain, help other sick children, help the families of those sick children as much as they can. And I decided that it's going to be a noble goal. So yeah, basically having this charity. If you guys can support that charity, consider looking at more information by taking a click in the chat. And also there's a button in the same place where the subscribe button is, so consider doing that as well. Anyway guys, thank you Ron very much. Let's continue on with the game. Hope you're doing well, Ron, by the way. Happy Friday to you.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
What do you mean by unsafe deceleration?
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Okay, what about the emergency command protocols?
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent.
But where is he now?
The location
Okay,
of
we
the
already
remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown.
We already have that,
This
so
beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
what about the local food and the neural decay that got mentioned in the in that journal that we just listened just a moment before we talked to the AI?
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Ron, you're gonna have to lurk for a bit? Okay. No problem, dude. Enjoy the lurks. Okay, so what about the beacon activation protocols?
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Why would you hide? Why would somebody hide such information?
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
Neural decay sounds more like dementia. You know, just doing something for getting 5 minutes, like literally 5 seconds after what have happened. I mean, dementia is a neural decay if you could think about it.
Threaten to report if I didn't stop sending messages. Now she's so innocent. They all are. And the look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
A PDA. Okay, so that only gave me 3,000 credits, but it's still pretty useful.
After a crash, you can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't know.
It's all the data logs that I could get out of this ship. I guess we have not really much of a choice but to get a little deeper into the jungle, and as the VI has something to say.
Access granted. Flagged issues include emergency command protocols.
No, not really.
Let's
Yeah,
get going.
we need to find my father.
Not really. Let's see if we move on. Okay, that looks like a battlefield.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
Enemies in front!
Okay, got invisible.
Enemy down! That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Something is very wrong. You don't say, Jacob.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense
There's
of this.
more. Okay, there's more hunters every day. How? How there can be more hunters every single day? I mean, the ship would have a limited crew on it, wouldn't it? That's why it kind of doesn't really make much sense to me. Stripped mech.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
Okay, so we can expect some mech activity in the area.
Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
There's something very specific about this village. All of the NPCs inside of that village are female NPCs. There's no males.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
It's not a good sign. Burial arrived on a planet with people who barely know their name and they already hate Jacob. That's a sign.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
Yeah, great start, Jacob. Good job, dumbass. Hello, Job. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. Welcome to the channel. Loki Mix.
Watch out!
No. Yes.
Obedience. Weapons are forbidden.
Yeah, he's gonna die fast. Let me check that PDA. Oh, it's something 2100 gold.
Patrols like that are a little
Good
much
enough for me.
against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Either just for defense or somebody really doesn't want us to push deeper into this village.
Please.
I'm doing pretty good.
You could end it.
I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well yourself. Okay, doctor. Isn't that the same doctor that we had a recording of?
You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
What does it say?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
You're doing fine. Glad to hear that.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Treating neural decay. It seems like whoever is in control of this doesn't really want like all the decay and the situation here to change in any good way. At least that sounds to me.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
What this game is about? Impossible to say. Absolutely impossible. There's too much to say. And if I would start describing you the entire game, I would spoil it. So, no. I'm sad to say, but at this point, the best solution for you is maybe somebody in the chat is gonna tell you what it is. If not, Google it.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it
There's way too much to talk about this game to describe it in only few words.
Maybe the men got violent early on.
Practically impossible.
I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Does any of that make any sense to you, Jacob?
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
And we are going to find him. We have here a drone set to explode. Oh, okay. Boy, I was running. I would say that helped.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it, it's really him.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
And so did the robots.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his business.
Got no shield! Enemy down!
Backup systems engaged. Impact event. Hostile systems have engaged. Use collision proximity impact event. Impact.
More than an impact event, son. Nanomachine, son. Okay, I'm looking around so I don't miss any like weapon upgrade or anything. Oh boy. Yeah, lift that guy. Okay, that was pretty close.
Shields down.
Still is, and there goes Miranda. Why, it doesn't surprise me. Someone tells me that Reeve does not really work great with my set of powers. Yeah. Okay, so the Reeve can only drain life energy out of organic targets. It can still do damage over time, but it will not. I will not benefit from the health absorption from the Reeve. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I suppose that's fair enough.
Watch out!
Game, what the heck was that?
I've got
One left! I've lost shields.
Proximity warning.
throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Yeah, those are only temporary boxes.
Hostile combat drone!
Miranda, what are you doing? Miranda, please.
Deploying tech overload.
I told her intentionally so she can stay in behind that corner.
Not that one!
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Yeah, you're gonna do that. And I don't think there was like any weapon attachments, but because I'm being pedantic that way, before I'm gonna encounter his father, what I am going to do is I'm gonna look around for any weapon mods. I'm even gonna look back a little bit. Because refined element 0, that's great, that's amazing. But something in the back of my head tells me that during the Jacob's loyalty mission there was an assault rifle attachment. I am not 100% sure of it though. This is why I'm gonna move back a little bit. I'm gonna make a hard save over here so I don't have to go all the way, you know, all the way through, in case I'm not gonna find something. But I need to do that for my own peace. For my own peace of mind, if you will. And if I'm gonna find it, great. If I'm not gonna find it, whatever. Where am I from? Poland. Okay, so there's some salvage part. So I missed something. If I missed a salvage part like this, that means there must be something else that I have missed. Because it is me we are talking about. Me being goofy little goofball. Well, if you may ask, I already answered. So, yeah, you may ask. If I'm not gonna feel comfortable answering something, then I will react to it, but besides that, most of the topics are pretty much free game. There's some credits over here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Okay, for a second I thought that this salvage has something on it.
They attacked because he exiled them. We serve so he'll crawl the sky.
Yep, that's it. There's nothing here. There's nothing else over here. We can just run directly to Mr. Taylor. Because if there was something, it would be highlighted with either blue or there will be some kind of highlight on the top middle of the screen. So there's literally nothing. I was basically paranoid. Which, quite frankly, paranoia can definitely saved me plenty of times, but this time it was unnecessary. Oh well. Oh my god, this guy just wasted... This guy just wasted my time by going back and making sure he picked up everything. This guy sucks. Oh my god, he just wasted like 2 or 3 minutes of my time. How dare he? How dare he make sure he's gonna get all the weapon upgrades? Just use your weapons better. Why is Seward so useless? Okay, no, I'm not useless. That is one thing that I'm never gonna call myself, because I'm never gonna call that anybody else. Even as a joke, I think calling somebody useless is just... It's not fair, it's not good, and should never be used to in consideration to anybody. Somebody can be useless in something, but like calling somebody useless in general, yeah, never do that. That's basically how I that's basically my approach to life. If you can, there goes PDA. Yeah, why did I thought that there is some kind of a weapon attachment during this scenario? I don't know why, dude. And I don't know why I think it's an assault rifle attachment. Never mind. Let's just simply move on.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No, not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Imagine getting 100 years for this. Understandably so. Oh, there we go, level up. We got additional power unlocked. Yeah, Jacob had basically unlocked the barrier, which... Why? He also have a new outfit, which we are not going to use because I'm never gonna take Jacob anymore. We got credits and element 0. But I need one more level to increase one of my abilities.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Good job.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
But you probably knew something about it.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did. But I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
The obvious insider, huh?
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
The random camera switched to
just
freaking...
obscure. There was a time when it
Man
mattered
just
to me.
smoking a
Sending
cig.
this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Are you sure about that?
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
One time
Anytime,
only.
Jacob.
One time only, don't expect special behavior. Don't expect special treats. Can I research something? I don't think I even have anything. Yep, nothing available. At least, not for now. Does anybody from the ship requires anything?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Well, apparently a new message, but we're gonna deal with that message on the next episode because I believe that loyalty missions are also an important part of the game. So after the loyalty missions, I'm also gonna look around the ship if anybody has anything to say. I'm pretty sure that Miranda has got that. It will have nothing really of certain importance to say. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this episode over here. People of Twitch, we are still gonna continue on with the stream, but people of YouTube, this is gonna be the end of this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing, ringing the bell, stopping the like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. Links for my mod list as well as all my socials can be found in the description below and the pinned comment down below. Thank you guys once again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.